Hi everyone, welcome to my live session. So, today I have already painted two of the tea light holder set with rhinestone, and today we'll be painting the same color palette. I have this color palette left out, so I'll be using this to paint this tea light holder, one of the tea light holder, and we will be, instead of pink, I'll be using a purple rhinestone. So for tea light holder, we need a MDF. I'm doing it in MDF. I have already coated that. You can get this MDF. I bought this from Hobby India, and it's I think 4 inch. So I have already painted this using black decor with some varnish mixed to it to give the proper shine to the base. The tools that are required are I need my dotting tool, and this is from Happy Dotting Company, and a short bristle US Art Supply. I think it is number medium size bristle to do my brush stroke. For the grid lines, I use Happy Dotting Company um, stencil to do my grid marks. To stick my rhinestone, I use tacket from Faber Castell. So it's like you can see, so like this structure, you can take it out. You can fix your rhinestone so to know how the design look with the rhinestone. And these are my colors. So this are, so if you have any left out colors, you can either use white to little bit lighten it if it is very less. So I have added a little bit of white to it to have the consistency of the paint, to like to have the thicker brush stroke. So I had less pen, so I added a little bit of white to it. You can add gray color if you want to mute this color. So this is lavender, this is baby pink, and this is baby pink with a little bit of orange in it. So you can use baby pink. If you have only pink and it is darker, you can use white to lighten it. Then in the same baby pink, add a little bit of orange to get the coral uh, color shade. And if you add a little bit of blue to your pink, you will get the lavender primary blue. So these are the three colors I'll be using. I have already prepared my cone, the textured. See, I have done the textured here, textured dot with white. So this time I am using pearl white. So I've already created it. If you want to learn how to do this, in my last video on Sunday, I gave how to prepare this cone, and the coming Sunday I will be showing you how to get the paint consistency right for the creating the texture dot. And here in the gap of the two design, I have used pearl. So these are the sticky pearl that you can get in the Amazon to give your tea light holder the shine and the glow for the Diwali. So let's start making. And for the grid marks, I use this Brusto white charcoal pencil. So let's start creating the, let me take all this out, and we will start creating the tea light holder. Let me get it more near. Yeah, is it visible? Okay, so let's start. If you have any dust, clear that. I have a damp cloth with me. I cleared that out. You need to have your damp cloth. Then I have some wet wipes to clean out my tools also. I have some earbuds if in mistake, and water. So first let's do the grid marks. If you don't have this, you can use any stencil. Like first you do a get the center, or circular you do not get the center, just eyeball it, do a perpendicular line, then 90-degree using the protractor, then you divide it with 30-degree, you will get the, divide it into two, you will get your line. So this is very much easy, flexible and easy. So I use this Happy Dotting Company tea light holder stencil. So whatever tool I am using, I will be giving it in my description. You can go to my description and uh, check out all the tools that I am using. So be gentle with it, because, and also don't just check, like sometimes Brusto pencils, they do it with white colored pencils, so you check it out if you are able to erase your pencil mark or not, so that it will be easy, and go light with your pencil. So I'm done with my grid marks. We are done with the grid marks, and let's start the painting. So I am using 1.5 happy dotting rod and lavender to do my first ring of dot. If you don't have this, you can use your small transparent white rod to get your dot, or even if you can use your tea light this tool, dotting tool. So these are better because the dots what you'll get are all in same size. So do not, so take the paint fully and just don't press it out, just hover it out and your paint will drip. If you will press it out, your dot can be bigger. So how you want your dot, first dot how you did, use that same method to do the rest of the dot. This first rings of dots are a little bit tricky, and you can take time to create this. As once this is done, your structure of the design is done, and the next dots are easy to go. And if you don't try to uh, have less gap in between dot, if you have more gap, then it will be filled with the micro dots. So don't worry and come close with your dots. If you find your tool dots getting bigger, you can wipe out your uh, tool. If you are wiping it out in wet cloth, make sure you wipe it with dry clothes too, because what happens is the water gets and your dot may fade out, or there will be water and it will just spread out. So make sure once you wipe it in your wet cloth, wipe it again with your dry cloth. So keep that handy, one wet, one dry. Wet is necessary because your tools, this we are using acrylic paint, so it dries up very quickly. In your tool, if you have paint left out, if it dried, then you will not get that perfect dot. So wipe your tools with wet wipes, then with the dry wipes, to have a perfect dot. So the first ring of dot takes a lot of time. So once this is done, then it is easy for the rest of the dot. And while coming close, you need to so what you do, this might have dried. So what you do, you come from this side so that if required you can erase out easily. Okay, we'll go alternate. I can see I can have only one dot more. Huh? So this is the way you can get your first rings of dot. So we completed the first rings of dot. Now I will go with the next pink color to do the second rings of dot. Then I'm just rotating my tool and I'm using 2.0 mm rod to do my second dot. If you don't have, you can use just load lot of paint. I can also do that with 1.5 by loading lot of paint into it, but I prefer doing that in 2.0. I have got this paint pot recently from Amazon and I love it. You can see there are numbers also written there. So it's really very good, and the paint are can come out very easily. So I'm loving this paint strip. So you can see how big gaps are there. So I'm loading it. If you see lot of gaps in your the gap is more, you can load more there, or you can go to your next dotting rod size. So we'll just go, if you go in between the two dot, gap of two dot, if it is not possible for you, just go the way you went in the first rings of dot, go in the same way. And if you see your paint is loading up a lot of paint, just wipe out your tool in a wet cloth, then with a dry cloth to take out the excess water. So I'm just going in between the gaps of the two. You can adjust your dot as per the size gaps you have. That got close. If you see your dots are getting close, wipe out your tool and glue slow. Okay, we are done with the first tea light holder. So now what we will do, we can go for micro dotting, but this dot are not dried, so we'll just leave it. I will go with the micro dotting at the end. So now what we'll do, we will be sticking this rhinestone using this tacket paper cut. So I have already collected one, so I'll be using very small amount, sticking it here, and I will be just sticking it. So what happens with this, you can easily take it out and you need not dry more. If you don't have, you can do place it here, and with your white charcoal pencil you can draw out, but drawing takes more space and your dots are not proper and even. So this method is really helpful. So get the proper look how your tea light holder will look with the gemstone. And with this you can know, like if your purple is not looking nice, you can go with another shiny multicolored or pink, any rhinestone you can change with your design, and check how your design, one second, looks with the rhinestone. Yeah, so it is easy. You just stick it at the back, place. So I am placing one rhinestone at the alternative position. Yeah, just it should be straight to the line. Yeah. And also it will help when you are placing and doing, it will not move your rhinestone, so that your weight brush stroke will not get damaged. That will not get damaged. I got a lot of, okay, you can see I got a lot. So don't put use amount, it comes to the side, so a little amount is enough, it will stick. So be careful while doing it. Yeah? So I am using this rhinestone. So one of my friends sells this rhinestone. If you want, you can connect with me in my Instagram or comment in the link if you want the rhinestone. Or you can buy, if you know, you can buy it from your local market. The bus, just remember that the back of your rhinestone should be flat. We get lot of rhinestone in market that are pointed, that are used for tailoring. They have two holes at the end, so those rhinestone has a pointy end at the back, because of which it will not stick properly to your mandala design. So just while buying, just remember to check the back of it, it should be flat. So now the rhinestone are not moving, I can go ahead with doing the design. Okay, I will need white pearl. If you are not having white pearl, you can use white. It will look nice. I have the other design what I have done it in white only. So I'm just getting my this. See, this I have done my design in white. So these are all in white. Everything I have done in white. So if you don't have white pearl, you can use the white. So I had already white pearl. So these spots are very nice because it helps to keep your paint for a long time. So what do, you use this, the bigger end of the pink dotting rod, to place one dot at the top. So we will be loading it with, I think we have space, so I will go with 3 dots at the end. I'll go, then we will go with the dot, bigger dot. So at the edge I will give one big dot. So we will be doing that same everywhere. Okay. Sorry. So now go with the smaller end, or you can go with the bigger end also, as we have space. So I will go walking off the dots. You can use the small end also. I wanted my dot, I had space, so if you don't have space, go with the smaller end. Load the paint so that you can have a proper walking of the dot. Yeah. Oh, see, need to avoid this mistake. So for this, you need to have a earbud handy to erase out mistakes. So done. So give little, once you erase out, just give little bit of time for it. They have that water. So just I'll give little bit of time for drying of that. Yeah. Go ahead with the other design. Now let's do this one. Okay. So we are done with the first design. Now we'll be using this, I'll be using this US Art Supply brushes to do the brush stroke. So these are short bristles, or short bristles are useful, so you can have the top thick, like I have the top brush stroke thick, and the small it can go very thin. So for that it used to travel a small short distance. So these are, so remember to wet your tool before applying in the paint. So what do you do? I have already made it damp, and it is now flexible. You can check if your brushes are flexible or not. Flexible brushes are very easy. If you have dried paint, then bristle will not move. So remember to clean your tool properly before doing your brush stroke. So we will go from purple. I'll also do the same design, purple to pink. I can go from pink. Let's go from pink to purple. Let's try this one different. Yeah, so here I have went from purple to pink with pink rhinestone here. So I'm just doing the opposite. Even the dots also I have did opposite. So this one, let me try to do the pink. So before that, let's paste this. So these are available in Amazon. I will give you the link also. These are pearl stick-ons. Okay, so it comes with gum itself. You can place it here directly, no need of your tag. So once you place it, you know your design how much it has to travel, so that you have give proper space to your stones and the design are correct. So don't try to like mandala is, don't try, it's as per you want. So as per your space you create, as per your brush stroke, your mandala will be different. So as per your adjusting, you have to, so you can check like this. See how many brush stroke I can go, 1 2, and it's very small. I think 3 also, 2 bigger one and bigger stroke, 3 I have to go a little bit small at the end. So the stencil that I have used is a 12 sector stencil. Done. So now let's do the brush stroke. So you have, what you do, you damp your brushes into the pen, then do this process for 2 times, so that your brush has the paint and is flexible. You can know there is no dried kind of thing in your brush. So now I will do the first brush stroke. So we just press it a little bit and take it out. Okay, I think it got more paint. Well, just a little bit of paint is required. Same I will do, just brush and lift. So the edges, so I'm using my tea light holder as the support of my hand. So while doing your brush stroke, your hand need to have a proper support so that your wrist doesn't move and you can give the proper pressure to your brush. See, I'm pressing it down, then lifting it up for that pointed end. Pressing it down, then lifting my fingers with the help of wrist to get that pointed end. pressing it down, lifting. Huh? So I go in one direction so that my sink is not disturbed. You can complete one petal fully. Two, two. And in between, if you see holes, you can poke that out. It's better to poke that out early, or else once tried it is not possible. You can change it by um, you can change that, like if there are a lot of holes, then you can go and do another brush stroke upon it. Doing the same thing. I hope it is visible. So just I'm placing my brush, just pushing it down a little bit. Once it get the shape, just lifting my wrist to get that sharp edge. Pushing it, lifting to get the sharp edge. Yeah. You can start with having less paint. So we are done with the first. So similarly we will go with the second. So you can mark it out with your tea light holder at what point you want to go. Okay, you can mark that out. It will be easy for you so that you don't go ahead of it. If you it's better to have circle, or the way you do the half in circle grid marks. If you don't have grid marks like mine here, you can just mark it out like this, so that you don't go ahead of that line for the second brush stroke. Now for the second, I will do the same thing. I'll put my brush in and have the pen 2 or 3 times. What I do is, you can check it here. So what I do, I load my paint and take it out so that the pressure, I know it is already loaded up with my brush and it will move perfectly. So take a less amount of paint. The same thing I will do it. Just push it and take it out. Lift your wrist. Yeah. I'm just loading very less amount because the third one I don't have space. Okay. Just press it, then lift it. Press it and lift it. Put press, gentle press, then lift it with the help of your wrist to get that pointed. And okay. You can try this design in your paper, black paper. And if you are comfortable in any other brushes, then you can try whichever brushes you can comfortable to do this design. So this design is basically inside. If you don't have rhinestone, you can always do an ice shape, and you can have the issues inside that, or you can paint it with purple also. It will look very nice if you don't have rhinestone. Now the last row. So last row also, we will not, will be just above this line, will not come above this. So I'm no need to mark for this. I will just come above, my brush stroke will be just above this line. Okay, so I'm just coming here, just press and lifting it quickly. It's better to have a support in your brush stroke. Even my hand shape. So, these are very, we don't have space. The small items are really difficult. Big MDF and all, we have a lot of space and it takes later. The small items of, you need to be perfect brush design, and with little space you have to adjust. Okay, take all your time, sit in a quiet place, be in a good mood, put on some music. Don't try to do it in hurry. So this placing the dot here helps to how thick and thin your brush stroke need to be. You can know from here. You have a lot of space, you can make it thick. If you have less space, you can make it thin. So we have completed the floral design of the daylight holder. You can check if you have any holes. Done. Now, so don't, so whatever, if you doing a big painting and your uh, paint, there are a lot of items like tea light holder, bottle. You can paint it out with your paint, like adding white, gray. You can, by that what will happen is you will know how your color uh, change, like what colors you get by adding or mixing some colors into it. Okay, so now done. So now we are done with the design. Okay, you can have like keep it for drying, then you can go for this. Then we will go for this texture dot using my cone technique. So I have done the cone here. You can check my previous video that I shared on Sunday. You can go to my video and check out how to create cone for texture dot. So I have already created the cone. I have kept so that I have sellotaped the tip of it so that it doesn't dry out fast. So you can take out the tip, and before drying, checking, you have to check your Novo drops are coming correctly or not, your holes are proper or not. So it is coming correctly, so I can try it out in my piece. So we will give a big dot here. And using using my, I'll just swoosh it out. Very small hole. I think I need to do it a little bigger. See how dark you can get that. So this you need to be very careful while throwing it, because there's a lot of paint to it, and this takes lot of time to dry out. So while creating this snowdrop, keep it for 24 hours minimum for proper drying. Don't hurry to check, or do not touch. I used to touch it previously and I get my works are destroyed, then I have to do it again. So don't do that. These are very beautiful. You can see after drying also, even if you press, it will not come down. It will not get pressed. So gently we have 3 more left. It's looking very beautiful. Every time I create a design using the same color but different style, if I rotate the colors, then it comes out totally different. I love experimenting with colors. Actually, this helps me to know the color palette more. So now we are done with the tea light holder. We'll make this dry. So, oh, just don't second. Once dried, you have to take out this. Okay, just pull it, it will come out. But remember, that needs to be dissolved that after 24 hours. Like tomorrow, you can come and take out this, all this, using a wet wipes or damp cloth. You can erase out your grid marks properly, wipe it out, let it dry, then put the I use Liquitex varnish, gloss varnish. Do a 2 coat, one varnish, let it dry out fully, then the second coat. Then once the 2 coat varnish is done, you can stick your rhinestone using the B700 glue. It's a very strong glue. You can stick all this you can take out and stick, and you can place your, now your tea light holder is done. So one more thing is left, the micro dot. You can go with this, but it is very difficult using this. I will use my uh, this pink one only to do the micro dot. So be very much careful while doing the micro dot. Always keep a damp cloth with you so that don't make overloading of your rod. Just a little bit of paint is required to do the micro dots. So just I'm taking it. Happy dotting micro tip is also there to do that. If you have any more micro dotting tool, you can use that. So I'm using the white pot to do my micro dots. So if you see, if you don't have space for micro, you can leave that totally. No need. Don't have space for micro dot. No need to. Then just take the dots. Without micro dot also, it will look very good. So remember to wipe your tool. So this micro dotting takes a lot of time also. So be careful with this so that your hand doesn't touch the novotops. I have one small thing left out. I'll do that. Once this micro dot is over, one source is left out. I will, not hurry. So put on some music, go quiet places. It really cools down, help you have peace of mind. And it's so beautiful to see what you create, that you have done it. It's your creativity, and it's just acts as a no dopamine effect, makes us happy. So we are done, and next level of micro dots are there, and I will do one choose here. I will do it I have done this with white. This one I'm thinking of doing a little bit of purple. Let me complete and do it. So wipe out your dot after every dot. So this is very tricky and time consuming, but really looks very nice in the design. The gap, the negative spaces get filled up, and your dots get look very, very in sync. So it takes practice. So I was also first I used to avoid the micro dot, but once I took time for this, know what is the difference of having the micro dots and not having the macro dot, how the design look. Then even if it takes time, you will take the extra effort to do it. It's getting bigger. So once you see your dots are getting bigger, wipe it out. We are almost done. We are done. So we are, oh, be careful. Okay, so we are done with the micro dotting. And now the last design, I'll be using the lavender color and the smallest step, the smallest one, the one way. I'm going to load it with paint and just place it here. Okay. You can avoid this also if you don't like, or you can go and do it with the white foil also. I wanted to make this delight a little bit purple shade matching to the rhinestone. Okay, so now that's done. So now you can see the delight holder is done. I will show you the pink one. If you want, it's shining more because it's already too good varnish, and I have already pasted the rhinestone. I have yet to varnish the back side of it. I will do. So this is the same design. You can see how it differs, look different little bit. Yeah. So thank you. Hope you create this video. Tag me in. Send me in the comments, and I will be sending your feedback in the comment how you will like my video, and I will be sending all the list that I have used to create this daylight holder in the description. Thank you and have a nice day.